Hi guys, it's Nika with part 2 of the rose house, the blue rose house I think I call it. Not that it really matters. Yeah, this is the house where I will be playing with my rose legacy, as I've already said in the first part of this speed build. So in today's video I will be furnishing the upstairs, the 2 bedrooms and bathroom, and this sitting area that I don't really know what to call. But yeah, the upstairs is pretty much just for the teenagers. I mean, obviously the parents can come there, but really that's where the teenagers live. That's where their children live. And then also, once I'm done with the upstairs, I will be moving to the exterior and the landscaping and yeah, the outside basically. I'm gonna make the outside look good. And I forgot about the garage. I will be furnishing the garage in this video as well. This seems harder than, I don't know, usual. No, but in my defense, I'm not feeling very well right now. I woke up, everything seemed fine, and then I tried to get up. And my lower back, the left side of my lower back, was in pain. Like, I may have cried a little when I got up because it just hurt so badly. And then every time I would try to move my legs and make a step or something, the pain would just shoot into my left leg, and I got dizzy for a moment even because the pain was just so bad, and I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this kind of pain. And yeah, and then I went to the bathroom, and as I said, I was a bit dizzy, and when I got to the bathroom, I was even dizzier, and just I thought I would throw up. I didn't in the end, but like, yeah, I wasn't feeling too great. It's been like, I don't know, maybe an hour now, and it got a bit better, but I'm still not like 100% sure about, how I feel today. So that's great. I thought extreme back pain would come when I'm middle-aged, and I'm just 23 and it's here. Yeah. And switching to check again a little bit. No, yesterday I recorded a 10-minute build challenge, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm so stressed out, I might switch to check a few times because I'm just so stressed. I think I only switched to check once. I said like 1 or 2 words, but sometimes it just comes out. Usually it's the other way around. For example, on Saturday I got up and I looked out of the window, and it was all like snowy and white outside. By the way, the snow has melted already again because we can't have nice things. Anyway, I saw the snow and I was like, yeah, snow. But like, the point is, it was completely spontaneous, I don't know, and I spoke English for no reason, out of nowhere. I was just like, snow, nothing like sníh or I don't know, yeah, ono přes noc nasněžilo or something like that. By the way, what I just said was it snowed overnight. Like, sometimes it just, bilingual problems maybe? I don't know. It's not really a problem when you're on your own and no one's listening, but when you're with someone and suddenly your brain farts a little and just makes you use another language, it's weird. Oh, and sometimes, I said this also, I swear a lot, and sometimes I just swear in German. My German is terrible, but you will hear me scream Scheiße at my screen quite a lot. I don't know. But my German is really bad. This is probably like the one thing that I know how to say. And also, ich verstehe nicht. And really, that's like the only sentence I need if I ever go to Germany. No, every time I think about going to Germany or Austria or somewhere, I haven't been there in a long time, but every time I think about going there, I'm like, I will try German. Like, I've learned that language for I think 7 years or something. I learned German. So I'm like, I'm gonna give it a try, and then if it doesn't work, I can switch to English. But really, I feel like if I went to Germany right now and someone tried to speak German to me, I would just be like, Entschuldigung, ich verstehe nicht English bitte, and like, that's all. I don't know what I'm saying right now. And I wasn't even gonna speak about languages in this video, but here we are. So I promised more ramblings about my characters. So the first bedroom that I decorated upstairs was the bedroom of the boys. Well, one of the boys isn't exactly a boy, but like, he wouldn't mind if I called him a boy. I don't know, that's a story for another day. Just know that I wouldn't misgender my own sim. If I call him something, or if I call them something, they're cool with all pronouns. If I call them something, I know that they would be cool with it. So yeah, the first bedroom that I'm decorating in this video is for Caleb and Tyler, and they are... okay, they seem like opposites. They, like, on the first sight, Caleb is very quiet and he's a bit of a bookworm and he studies really hard, and he seems he's very kind and shy and anxious and quiet. I think I said he's quiet already. And then you see Tyler, and he's very loud. He doesn't care about school at all. He wants to be a rock star, and yeah, he writes songs, he plays the guitar, and he seems like he doesn't care about anything or anyone. He's actually pretty loyal to people he loves. But that's not really the vibe you would get from him the first moment you see him. So yeah, at first they might seem like complete opposites, but they actually aren't, not really. They are very close. Of course, there's some bickering, sibling bickering, a lot of bickering actually. But yeah, actually they are very close, and they would do anything for each other, and their sibling relationship is like one of my most favorite sibling relationships to write. I think I may have said this before, but I'm writing this story, which has nothing to do with The Sims and all. Although it is vampires, and my Sims game has a lot of vampires too. No, yeah, I'm writing this story, and a lot of the characters who are there, they originated from my Sims legacies. And Caleb and Tyler have their counterparts in that story as well, and I love them so much in that story. Their relationship is just... I can't say much. I love them, and they are so good, and they make me cry. And currently, where I am in the book, they are separated, and it's very heartbreaking. It's very sad, and yeah, but I love them. I love them so much. But this is about The Sims. I'm not gonna talk about their version from that story. I'm gonna talk more about Sims. So their bedroom, it's kind of split into two parts. One is more of like Tyler's, that's the part that's closer to the door, and then the other part is more like Caleb's. And I feel like you can tell which part is whose. Yeah, they pretty much, they decorate it the way they want. They don't really consult any changes to the environment, the room, the decoration. And yeah, but like I said, they might seem like opposites, but not really. They are getting along very well, and they would do anything for each other. Tyler, as I said, he's like the character for me. Like, I mean, I even have him in my username everywhere. Tyler is like, he's trying to be very cool, and he's loud, and I said that, but he wants to be a rock star. He dreams of getting famous and, you know, going on tours and selling millions of albums. So, Sims team, please, can you make his dream come true? Can you give me bans in The Sims 4? Thank you, because yeah, there are bands in The Sims 3, but I recently played with them and I don't really like bands in The Sims 3. I think they could be so much better, and obviously they are not gonna get better in The Sims 3, so Sims 4 is my only hope. And please, The Sims 4, please, Sims team, give me a band expansion pack or music expansion pack. All sorts of music. Obviously, Tyler wants a band, but some Sims might want to start a solo career, and I think everyone should get what they want. I don't know what I'm saying now. But yeah, Tyler, he wants a band. He doesn't really have it yet, or at least he doesn't have one at the time of this house, because I'm building this house for when he and his siblings are teenagers. Sort of, he and the other two triplets would be like 18, I think, or something like that, and at that time he doesn't have the band yet. Soon though, soon. Just give it a few months and he will have his band. And yeah, okay, I've been promising on the internet, doesn't matter if it's Tumblr or Twitter or whatever, I've been promising to show Tyler's band for literal years. It might be 5 years at this point, and I still haven't done that. So, you know what, maybe since I'm talking about it so much in this video, maybe it will finally push me to show his band. His band is called Rosie. It wasn't his idea, he was actually against it. He didn't want the band to be like, he didn't want the name to be so like connected to him, but the other guys were like, we have to do this, we have to do it like this, because they had a band before without Tyler, and one time he really like saved their ass, and he was kind of like the missing piece to their band, and he really like, once he was there it all clicked and it all made sense, and so they kind of, I don't know, they wanted to honor him like that. I don't know. Tyler was against it. Also, yeah, I just now realized. Yeah, Tyler was born in my game in 2016 when I was deep in my Doctor Who phase. I still love that show, but back then I was obsessed. And yeah, since I had this whole Rose legacy, I thought it would be fun to name one of the Sims Tyler, because, you know, Rose, Tyler, Doctor's companion, one of my favorite companions. Yes, so I named one of the children Tyler Rose as a reference to Rose Tyler, and I didn't think much of it. I was like, well, I'm probably gonna play with him for a few weeks, and then bye-bye, I'm never gonna care about you again, you're just a spare. Well, then he became the heir to my legacy. And not just that, the legacy ended like 2 years ago, and look at Tyler. He's everywhere. He is everywhere. Everything I do with Tyler. He's like my, I don't know, mascot or something like that. Well, he and Rose, they are like my most iconic characters, I think. So yeah, what was supposed to be just a funny joke for a few weeks in my legacy, it turned, and I kinda see it as a curse as well, because yeah, I don't know, my most favorite character, one of my most important character, is named after a Doctor Who companion. Like, I don't know. And I've tried to rename Tyler. I thought about renaming him to, I don't know, Taylor is the closest, but it just doesn't work. Tyler is Tyler, and I'll just have to live with the Doctor Who reference forever. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, that's also why his dog is called Dog, because that's also a reference to the Doctor. And I now see that I've spent way too much time talking about Tyler, and we have 3 more siblings. No, actually, I'm planning a little series of makeovers, you could say. So I'm gonna talk about those Sims in those videos a bit more, so it's fine if I spend this whole video talking about Tyler. It's fine, I think. Yeah, and Caleb, we're gonna move to him. Caleb, I've already talked about his alien adventures, because later on, obviously at this point he's a teenager. In this save he will be a teenager. But later in his young adulthood he finds that he's not supposed, or he's not able to have children. He gets a divorce, he gets really depressed. He's depressed before, he's like, he's a self-insert in this area. And anyway, so he's pretty depressed. He really wanted a family, and he finds that he can't have one. Well, then aliens came, and aliens said, you can have a family, you're gonna have a little alien, and that's what happened. But in high school he's very shy, he's very quiet, he doesn't really have many friends. He's mostly just hanging out with his siblings and sometimes with their friends. Well, with Tyler's friends mostly, because Bianca doesn't really have friends, and Zoe... I actually gave Zoe quite a toxic friend group. Poor girl, but and I don't feel like Caleb would like to hang out with them. I think he sees that those girls are toxic and he wouldn't want to be with them. So, Oh, and in high school, Caleb also has this kind of maybe a weird crush on one girl. He ends up getting married to her, and then they get a divorce, and that storyline was a mess. Moving on to the next bedroom, which is the bedroom of Bianca and Zoe. Zoe is the triplet's younger sister. She's 2 years younger, and the girls are getting along quite well. You can tell that they work together on what their bedroom is gonna look like. It's a lot more cohesive. You can also probably tell that Zoe had a lot more say in that. I feel like Bianca wouldn't really care. I feel like Bianca would be like, okay, Zoe, you are better at this. Just make our bedroom look good, and whatever you do, I trust you, you will make it look good. So I feel like Zoe was in charge of what their bedroom looks like. And and besides, I feel like maybe Bianca doesn't even spend that much time there, because as I said in the other video, she wants to be a scientist, and she's not afraid of doing experiments or anything like that. And she spends a lot of time in the garage, where she has this like improvised lab area. It doesn't make her parents very happy, because obviously the car is just like right there and she could damage it, and also like obviously they know Bianca is very smart and careful and stuff, but they don't want her to get hurt with her experiments. What if something blows up in her face? What then? Well, I mean, maybe because her parents are witches. Maybe they would have some like potion to help her, but and Bianca is a witch too, but again, at the point of this save, she doesn't really use her powers that much yet. That will come later. She will really start using her powers once she's searching for Zoe. Because as I've said in the Zoe makeover video, at one point, Zoe kind of disappears to a parallel universe, and Bianca is onto it and she wants to find her. I'm not sure how I would do this storyline in The Sims 4, because the whole thing was, because I played the original Legacy in The Sims 3, and then I sort of made this storyline. I moved Zoe to The Sims 4 to connect my two legacies. So I feel like maybe in the Sims 4 world this thing doesn't happen, and Zoe just she's happy, nothing ever happens to her. But Bianca still, even here, even if the Zoe disappears to another universe, even if this whole thing doesn't happen, Bianca would still, in her young adulthood, somehow explore her magic a little bit. Because I don't know, I really like the idea of this very scientific, very rational, very logic-minded, I don't know, person like her. I really like the idea that she's at the top of her game in both science. She's a little bit of a genius. In both science and magic. I really, really like that. Like she masters both. Like in my head or in my story, it's kind of like they are both kind of magical, right? But magic is like chaos and science is order, and she is so cool that she mastered both. Yeah, I'm putting it very simply. I could probably go more in depth and explain my thoughts a bit more, but yeah, Bianca is like that. She's a bit of a genius, and but she's considering her powers are like fire. Well, I'm not sure if that has anything to do with her powers, but as per her personality, she can be very passionate. She's very like logical and cold until she's not. Once she gets angry, run. Yeah. She's very passionate about what she does and ambitious and very like if she sets her mind to something she will achieve it and yeah. I should have prepared a script for this video because from when I first started building this house, I was like, yes, I'm gonna talk so much about my characters in these two videos. Or well, at first I thought this would be just one video, but it doesn't matter. And so since I already kind of had an idea what I want to talk about and what I want to introduce you to, I should have probably prepared a script or something, which I didn't do. Maybe some other time. And yeah, finally, Zoe, I'm not sure if I want to say anything more about her because I've already talked about her a lot in her makeover video. Maybe one thing I would like to say, and maybe I should have said this in the makeover video and leave the storyline for today. I really, really love her style because even when she's already in her like 20s, 30s, she still keeps this like young style, and she really makes it work. Like with some of my saves, once I'm like, okay, you are older, you're like, I don't know, 35 or something like that, I try to give them a more mature look, but no, Zoe just her style is very like childish and girly, and it's very cute, and I love it actually. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. That's what I was supposed to say in her makeover video. Okay, and we have 4 more minutes, more or less 4 more minutes to go, and I'm trying to think if I have anything else to say about the characters. Obviously I could talk about them all the time, but I feel like if I start with something now, I will spiral into telling you about 3 separate things about them before I get to the point, and yeah, we don't have much time for that anymore. So maybe let's go back to the build. I talked about the bedrooms. I didn't mention the bathroom at all, and I really like the bathroom. It's kind of small, but just like I said with their parents' bathroom, I kind of put a lot of effort into this not bedroom. Why do I keep saying bedroom? Yeah, I kind of put a lot of effort into this bathroom, which is, I don't know, maybe there's no point to it because I never really even take pictures in the bathrooms. But yeah, I put a lot of effort into it, and I really like how it turned out, and yeah, it's very cool. I love it. Then the sitting area is so pretty. They sort of had something like this in their Sims 3 house as well, but this area is much cooler than the original one from The Sims 3. So much cooler, and I love it so much. And then yeah, garage, that's I talked about it already. That's like Bianca's realm, and yeah, she goes there. Obviously, probably she won't be really able to do anything there in like the actual gameplay, but I wanted to have it there just to sort of, you know, to have it as a decoration. Yeah, I don't know. And then the outside, I struggled with the exterior, with the landscaping, because the lot was so big and I wasn't sure what to do there. but in the end I tried something and I think it looks good. I cut out a lot of it because, for example, you don't really need to see me place each individual stone. I feel like you wouldn't even want to see me place each individual stone. So yeah, I shortened it. At first I sped it up, but I hope it was just my software and that in the video it would be fine. But yeah, it was lagging a lot, so I was like, never mind, I'm just gonna put it on a regular speed and I'm gonna cut out some parts. So that's what I did. Yeah, in the end I feel like the backyard or the landscaping overall is quite cute, even though in the end I was just like placing flowers everywhere because I was like, okay, I don't want this to be so empty. Bam, a plant here, bam, a bush here, a tree here, and yeah, it was just, I just didn't want a lot to be empty. And yeah, that's the whole house, I think. So you know what? I will actually in a minute see you there because we are going on a little tour. I hope everything will work out. But yeah, see you there. So here we are. This is the whole house, so let's just check it out together. So this is what it looks like in the front. I'm just gonna show you like this. I'm very proud of how this turned out. Although now that I see it, I feel like maybe I could have put some like rock wallpapers or brick wallpapers here instead of just making it all blue, but that doesn't matter, it's fine. Whoop, we're in the bushes. And yeah, let's go inside now. So this is the entrance area. We have a little bench here. You can just sit here or something, I don't know. This is the entrance area. We have some stuff here. Yeah, some more stuff. A lot of clutter. I don't know how to do this this tour. I thought I would just do it, but it's a lot harder than I thought already. This is the dog area. It's also very cute. Is that all I'm gonna say about this build? Anyway, we have the living room here, which is like you have to go down the stairs. Then you have this big, beautiful sofa here. Some pictures on the wall, a lot of clutter again. I said this already, this place is cluttered, like, I'm just gonna swear. We have some treats for the dog here, some bookshelves. I'm not really doing a good job at this. Anyway, here's a dining room. My sim self left a coffee here. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, we have some more pictures, a lot of chairs. Here's the kitchen. I really like these arches here. I feel like that's so cool. Obviously, yeah, it glitches out a little bit. It's like there's some visual issues, but we're gonna pretend we cannot see it. But yeah, we have a big kitchen here. Look at all that stuff. Yeah, this area, I really like this area. Oh my god, this is so cute. We have a bar here, a lot of plants, some herbs. And now let's go to the parents' bedroom. Oops, we're in the mirror. Yeah, this is... Oh yeah, I was gonna put more clutter here in the bookshelf. I just now realized. Oh well, yeah, this is the parents' bedroom. They are, as I've said, they are witches, so it's kind of, it has this like witchy vibe. They have a cauldron here. This thing on the wall from high school years, I really like this thing so much. All the swatches, it's just, it's so good, I love it. And this is the bathroom, ta-da! It's green, it has a bathtub here. There are some ropes on the door. Clutter again. These mirrors, I love them so much together. Yeah, here's a shower like this. I never really used this shower from Snowy Escape before, but I feel like I will be using it a lot more because I don't really like the showers in this game. I'm so picky about the simplest things. Anyway, we will go back to the dining room, and we have one more bathroom here. We've got the washing machine here, a sink, and yeah, again, a toilet and a shower, some stuff. And let's go to what I called skill room. I think I called it skill room in the end. By the way, I made some changes to some things. I moved them around a little bit because when I finished the house, I tested it, and not all the things were working as I wanted them to work. So I moved them around a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Some stuff still isn't functional, but most of it is. And yeah, this house is functional. Maybe not all of the objects, but overall it is functional. And now we are gonna go up the stairs. Ignore that line there. I can't do anything about that. Same with this thing, railing, I think it's called. Yeah, I can't do anything. We go up, and this is the sitting area for the teenagers. So they've got a TV here. They can play some games on the TV. They have a fish tank, because I don't know why, but in the original Legacy, Tyler was into fishing. I don't know why. I don't remember why, but yeah, that was Tyler's thing. We are gonna go check the bathroom, because that's gonna be very short. Sorry, my receipt is. Come on. Yeah, the toilet here. This, by the way, yeah, it's like there may be some clipping, and maybe if you put the plant away it wouldn't look that good, but it's good enough for me. So yeah, we have 2 sinks here, a mirror, another shower, 4 robes for all 4 of the kids. And yeah, let's check out the bedrooms now. So this is Zoe's and Bianca's bedroom. You have this fake vanity table. It's not functional, unfortunately. It is not, but we can pretend. Why is my reshade so messed up now? Yeah, fake vanity. There's a sofa. We have this table. Obviously this is Bianca's bed, because it's very like sciencey in the decoration and stuff. And this is Zoe's corner, and I love it so much. It's so cool. Yeah, so that's the girls' bedroom. I think I'm moving it around too fast. I hope you're not dizzy, because I know what it feels like to be dizzy. I was dizzy this morning, and I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. It was crazy. I didn't know what was happening. I feel a bit better now. Anyway, this is the boys' bedroom, or well, yeah, I talked about it. Not really boys' bedroom. We have one boy there and one boy who doesn't really care about gender. I don't know why I went to the mirror, but yeah, this is like the closet area. I don't know. Yeah, this is obviously Tyler's bed. I really love what this looks like. This is so him. He even has this like fancy light here, because he really wants to be a rock star and like famous and all, and you know, he already has this like it like gives the like famous vibe, because when you're famous, people take a lot of pictures of you. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but yeah, this is Tyler's corner. This is his desk. He's got some, what are they called, headphones here, and some speakers and stuff. And this would be Caleb's corner. And yeah, already here a reference to what's gonna happen to him in a few years, when he's like I don't remember, 27 or something like that. Yeah, he's gonna get abducted and he's gonna have a little alien. That cow in the picture, that is basically Caleb. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. And he's got some stuff here. Fuck. What's happening? And yeah, so that's the house. We are gonna go back downstairs. Actually, we're gonna jump off the roof. Please don't jump off the roof in real life. Don't do that. And we are quickly gonna go to the garage here. As I said, there's one car. I'm not sure if I like the car, but oh well. It's not functional anyway. And yeah, this is Bianca's little kingdom, or queendom, I suppose. Yeah, she does her little sciencey things in here. And yeah, it looks very cool, and yeah, I wish it was functional, but unfortunately it is not. So now we are gonna go, I hope I didn't skip any rooms. We are gonna go to the gardens, so we can go here, and yeah, you've got these swings. I thought I fixed this. Why is it? What? Well, we are gonna ignore that. Yeah, we have some swings here. You can sit by the fire here. We've got some bees and bugs here for like Sebastian and Link, as you know, they're like witches. They will probably need some bugs for their potions. A little garden here. I placed some stuff here. It's not all grown just yet, but it will be grown in a few some days, I believe. Yeah, there is a little like kiddie pool. I wanted to put an actual pool here, but it didn't really fit anywhere, so I didn't. And this is all they have. And then we go here to this really, really, really pretty area. Obviously, we need this thing, this small telescope. At first I put it here in here. But it didn't want to work because it was like, to use this you have to be outside, and yeah, apparently this isn't outside to the game, but whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of flowers, not really anything else going on. Here's a pool. I'm in the build mode, so like you're not gonna see actually I might switch to live mode just so you can see in a moment. But yeah, there are some fishes, some fireflies, and yeah, stuff like that in the pond. Oh yeah, my sim self is cooking something. Please don't burn the place down. I want to show you this. We have this on the roof. I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, this is like the outside sitting area. Yeah, I thought there was a chair missing, but thankfully it's not. And finally, we have another little garden here. Unfortunately, you cannot use all the slots in the boxes, but I think it's fine. There's plenty of space outside, so if like 2-3 slots don't work, it's okay. So yeah, that's the whole house. Oh, by the way, look at that. It's so pretty. Yeah, so that's it, that's the whole house. So I'm just gonna go back here and like this and like this, and it's actually a little dark now, and I wanna see the pretty fireflies. Come on, game. Yeah, look at, no, we don't want to get him. We don't want basement alcohol either. And yeah, there are the fireflies. I wonder if we wait for when it's dark, will they like shine? Oh, they are already kind of shining. And you can see some fishies in the pool too. Yeah, so on that note, hold up. Yeah, that's better. Now all the columns are showing up. What? What did I just say? I was gonna be like, okay, on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. And my freaking sim self. Girl, come on. Go extinguish yourself. Where's the closest bathroom? Is this the closest one? Yeah, go extinguish yourself while I will end this video. So, oh my god, and maybe call the fire department. And we don't want wicked worms, go away. Yeah, so on that note, yeah, you smell really bad, go. What? There's still fire. Oh my god, how about maybe you extinguish it yourself, cause this is your fault anyway. On that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you have anything nice to say. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my other social media. This is so typical, right? I should have known there would be a fire. Anyway, I do love you guys, and if you watch both parts of this speed build, well, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I will see you all next time. I am like completely, I don't know what to say, because the fire just, it distracted me so much, and now I don't know what I'm saying. I love you guys. I'm saying this like for the third time in this video, and I don't care because I do really love you. So, no, yeah, thanks for watching, and bye everyone. Bye guys, love you again.